Now let's get you up to speed, though, this morning. The FBI says that a man intentionally plowed a pickup truck into a crowd of people on Bourbon Street. This is in the French Quarter. It was early New Year's Day. At least 15 people are dead. Dozens more are hurt. A black ISIS flag was flying from the truck's rear bumper. Now, the man driving the vehicle has been identified as a U.S. citizen from Texas. Police killed him in a shootout at the scene. President Biden says that the FBI has determined that just hours before the attack, the driver, quote, posted videos to social media indicating that he was inspired by ISIS, expressing a desire to kill. Now, a former Minnesotan who is living near New Orleans feels grateful that he and his family are safe.
Tom Prince left Bourbon Street just hours before the attack. He describes waking up to the news as a total shock. Our Barrett Leone joins us in the newsroom with his part of the story. Barrett?
Yeah, we know he's not the only one feeling that way. Tom Prince is a retired cab driver now relocated to the New Orleans area. He tells us while he wasn't in the French Quarter when this tragedy happened, he does frequent the area and spent the day there before with his grandchildren, had lunch on Bourbon Street, listened to live music in Jackson Square. He moved there last March after spending most of his life in Minnesota. Prince says on any Friday, Saturday night, there's close to 100,000 people there. So with New Year's Eve festivities and the Sugar Bowl, there was quite the crowd, but also quite the police presence. He tells us he's always felt safe there, and to find out it wasn't really hurts.
How does it go from people clapping and cheering for the bands at Jackson Square to somebody raising hell, killing people on Bourbon Street? You know, it's hard to accept.
Prince says he doesn't know anyone personally who was impacted in this attack, but his heart is with everyone who was. Of course, as this story develops, we'll be sure to bring you the very latest.
All right. Barrett Leone reporting for us this morning from the newsroom. Thank you. Now let's head to the latest on the attack in New Orleans that killed at least 15 people and wounded dozens more.
We know the FBI is investigating as an act of terror. Investigators say a man intentionally drove a pickup truck into a crowd of New Year's revelers on Bourbon Street, that's in the French Quarter, early Wednesday morning, and then opened fire on the crowd and at police officers. Police shot and killed him at the scene. The FBI says a black ISIS flag flew from the truck's rear bumper. The man driving the vehicle has been identified as a U.S. citizen from Texas. President Biden addressed the nation, saying the FBI determined he posted videos to social media hours before the attack, indicating he was inspired by ISIS. The FBI believes he may have had help carrying out the attack and are asking for the public's help. In a mix of grief and gratitude, a former Minnesotan now in New Orleans is just glad to be alive.
So this retiree had avoided tragedy by just a few hours, and we are hearing his reflection this morning. Barrett Leone joining us live from the newsroom with what he is sharing. Barrett?
Yeah, Tom Prince says it was by God's grace that he and his family are safe. Like a lot of New Orleaners, Tom and his wife and grandchildren were out on the town for New Year's Eve. He tells us at the end of their night, their next stop was Bourbon Street, but because his wife felt ill, they ended up going home instead. So even though he wasn't there at the time of the attack, he was just hours before. The longtime Minnesotan says they spent much of the day in the French Quarter, eating lunch on Bourbon Street, listening to live music in Jackson Square. Prince says to wake up to this devastating news was shocking and surreal. He's always felt safe there.
I've closed the bars more than once. And to think I've always felt so safe because there's such a huge police presence there that, you know, to me, it's the safest place in the city. And now find out that it wasn't.
Prince also gave a little perspective on the magnitude of the crowd in the French Quarter that early morning. He says on any given Friday, Saturday night, there's close to 100,000 people there. And with being New Year's Eve, the Sugar Bowl, it was sure to be quite busy.
Yeah, postponing the Sugar Bowl and playing it today because of everything that happened last night. Our Barrett Leone in the newsroom with that update. Barrett, thank you.